I bought the LA Knight Signature Series belt, and this one's a little bit special. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's been a while since I bought any new belts. I think the last one I bought was the Travis Scott Hardcore Championship. I don't really know why WWE has been releasing more belts. Maybe it's a price increase or just maybe the large amount of belts. It kind of just I haven't been really wanting to do it. But this was a really good deal, so I had to pick it up. So we do have the blue gradient over. So you have the dark blue that fades into the white to the red with LA Knight all over it. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the laziest custom belt they've ever done besides the Miz Spinner where they just turned the WWE logo upside down. But let's take a look at this thing. So all the belt is, it's the standard US spinner or US title belt, but instead it just has white LAs all over it, which is cool, I guess. And you do have LA Knight side plates, which I like. I like the LA Knight side plates a lot. So you have the LA and then the A is going through like the Knight's helmet, which is pretty nice. Then we move over to the other side and it's the exact same thing. This is going to be my first, well, not my first, but it's going to be the US title in my collection. I still need to pick up the standard, but I really wanted to get this one, especially because, I mean, the LA Knight belt's kind of cool, and it's weird how they stock it. They don't seem to stock it that well, and the special thing about this, it is signed by LA Knight, and this was sold on WWE Shop. So a signed belt to the collection is pretty cool. I like to keep my signed belts to, like, Signature Series belts or custom belts, so I think this works pretty well. Now, this belt is on WWE Shop every so often, and they seem to restock it, only the signed one for whatever reason. They seem to keep the unsigned belts for live events or superstores. So here is the thickness of the belt. Pretty thick, I'm not going to lie. The side plates look good on there. And then the LA Knight. No special belt tip or anything, just that not numbered. And all the screws are covered on the back. You can take out those LA Knight side plates. Now for a minute there, this was the only way you could get these side plates is through this belt. But I'm glad they kind of released them now. And the LA's really boring, like I said. But this is pretty nice to have as like just the signed belt. So my signed belt collection is getting pretty big and I'm happy about this. So what do you guys think about this LA Knight belt? And for whatever reason, like I said, WWE's Shop or Fanatic has been releasing like signed belts like for Obafemi, I believe, for the NXT title. It was actually cheaper to get the Obafemi signed NXT belt on sale than it would be to get the unsigned version, which is wild. But I do like what Fanatic's doing with all these signed belts. It's a lot easier to get signed belts. It's not impossible. So now my question is, where am I going to put this thing? I kind of don't have any of my signed belts on display. I want to redo all my shelves. As you can see, I have all the IKEA Detox, which are no longer made anymore. And I don't want to stuff the signed belts in there in case the straps get damaged, because I think that would kind of suck. But I do plan on getting like some custom bookshelves put in here at some point in the future. So I think I'll keep my signed belts kind of flat, so the straps don't get messed up. But man, I really like the dark blue on this. Now, I think they should have done something a little bit crazier with this if they were going to give him a custom strap. Or maybe do what they did with like the Jey Uso Intercontinental, where made this blue. Because that's my biggest gripe with this belt. I also think the champion is a little too big on this. I'd rather just be like maybe United States, be a little bit bigger, champion a little bit smaller. But I do like the deep blue on here. And of course, a lot of people had issues with this right here, what it looks like, which I don't really see it. But I do understand what people are saying with it. It's just a weird, like, empty spot. They maybe should have just continued the red, white, and blue there. So I have seen a lot of people paint this in. I'm not going to do that modification to the belt, kind of because I'm lazy, kind of because I don't want to do something that's not screen used. So I'll keep mine the way it is, keep it stocked. So I do want to get the US title. Let me know what you guys think. Should I get the United States title or should I just stay with the LA Knight one? I mean, I'll probably get the US title if it's on a deep discount or if someone wants to sell one. I've been buying a lot of collections and I haven't really kept too many belts from them. Like I kept all the WCW belts, like the Hardcore, the Cruiserweight. Where's the other one? Maybe that's the only two I kept. But then I also like kept that WWF Figures Inc. Smoking Skull belt, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to have this in the collection. So that brings my signed belt collection. We have the LA Knight signed one. I have the Hulk Hogan Signature Series Winged Eagle belt signed. I have the Mick Foley or Mankind Signature Series belt. The Dudley Boys signed. I have the CM Punk signed. I have the Bret Hart Legacy belt signed. I have a Roman Reigns signed Undisputed right there. So that's pretty fun. I think that's all that I have at the moment. Oh, and of course, I have the signed Bray Wyatt Fiend belt, the real one. So pretty good collection of signed belts. I wouldn't mind getting like every Signature Series belt I have signed or possibly signed. Of course, you're not getting the Macho Man Legacy belt signed. You're not getting the Razor Ramon Signature Series belt signed. I do plan on trying to get all the Wolfpack signatures on the NWO Wolfpack Signature Series, and that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, now this also brings me to one last question before the end of the video, since I've kind of been rambling. What belt needs the biggest redesign in WWE now? We have most of the belts have changed. I feel most people are going to say it's the WWE title. We just got the new tag titles. The US title is relatively new. Technically, it's almost 6 years old now. The IC title's getting up there. I think WWE should like strive to replace belts every like 5 to 6 years. I think that'd be a nice refresh. Honestly, the belts that need the biggest change are probably the NXT North American and the NXT tag, because they're still rocking the old logo on the NXT title. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about the signed LA Knight Signature Series belt. Technically, I guess it's not a Signature Series belt. It's just the LA Knight US title. But that's what they call it on WWE Shop. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye and have a nice day.